These are actually very hyper-local. Do you think the passage of Amendment 64, legalizing recreational marijuana, has been good for the state?
No, I don't think it's been good for the state. But as the voters have spoken, I didn't support it. But as a representative in Congress, I have fought for Colorado to make sure that federal law comports with the decision that our voters have made in this state.
Okay, and again, these can be yes or no. If you want to expound on some, you can. If not, that's fine too. I would just discuss this, but do you think the Affordable Health Care Act should be repealed?
I think it ought to be repealed and replaced with a law that is patient-centered, expands access, brings down our costs, and we can do a better job.
Should illegal immigrants have a pathway to citizenship?
I think for the adults who have knowingly broken the law, I don't believe so. For the young people that were brought here to this country, grew up here, went to school here, know of no other country, I think we ought to take a look at that in terms of through military service and higher education.
Is Common Core good or bad for Colorado students?
I think Colorado ought to decide its own fate, and I don't think the federal government ought to be telling Colorado what to do.
Do you believe in placing restrictions for gun buyers?
I think that's up for the states to decide. What I do in Washington, D.C. is to make sure that we fund the database in which states can access to see if an individual's committed violations of criminal laws that under their rules might exclude them from gun ownership.
Okay, I know it is a state issue right now, but as a citizen,
I think Colorado needs to make that decision. That's up to the legislature within the boundaries, within the parameters of the Second Amendment.
All right, I don't want to keep pressing you on this, but I'm still not. It's either some kind of restrictions are appropriate or not.
There's not going to be one standard fits all for the country. I think certainly there are people certainly there are legitimate restrictions for prior felons that have are repeat offenders, people that are not mentally stable, and so sure there are. But at the end of the day, states need to make that decision.
Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yes.
And do you believe Colorado should have a personhood amendment?
No.
Would you like to see more regulations on fracking in Colorado?
I think Colorado has some pretty tough standards, but what I don't want to see is the federal government doing it. I think the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission I trust them to make those decisions along with our state legislature.
All right, these two are the real tough ones. What is your favorite place in Colorado for a weekend getaway?
For a weekend getaway, probably my bedroom, being asleep. Given this campaign, let me tell you what, I'm looking forward to get some serious rest right when this is over with.
All right, and the last questions. Name 3 of the most influential books in your life and the last song you listened to.
The last song I listened to, oh boy. 3 most influential books in my life. Well, coming from a Christian family, clearly the Bible, and 2 other books. Gosh, as an Iraq War veteran, I've recently read the book by Robert Gates in terms of his tenure as the Secretary of Defense, and I'm reading a book right now by George Will, and I'm obviously a big fan of his.
And what about the last song you listened to?
The last song that I listened to, holy smokes! The last song I listened to, I can't remember. The problem is I probably listen to talk radio more than I ought to.
Okay. Do you own an iPod?
No, I don't.
We're
not of that generation.
All right. No comment on that one.